Hey there folks, welcome to GoodWorks Tractors. If you haven't checked out our website yet, make sure you head on over to goodworkstractors.com, or you can just Google GoodWorks Tractors and you'll find our website there. So also make sure you take a moment and subscribe to our channel below. So today we're going to be reviewing a Kubota TLB tractor loader backhoe versus a John Deere TLB. We have the John Deere 1025R. Okay, this model was produced, or is, I guess, currently produced, but starting in 2013. The very similar variant prior to that was the 1026R that was produced in 2011 and 2012. Here we do have a Kubota Bx 24. This model was produced up until about 2009. The BX25, the BX25D, the BX25D1, and now the BX23S are all variants that have come after that. I don't know too much about the B23S, which is the most current produced model, but the BX25 and all those variants are very similar to the BX24 here, so I feel it's an adequate comparison. And you know, you're rarely going to find the two exact same models on the market, especially if you're in the used market, and that's what I focus on here, are selling used tractors. So this gives you a good idea of two clean machines, what their capabilities are. Again, the BX25 is going to have essentially all the same design, layout functions, loader and backhoe is what you'll find here. So it is going to give you an adequate comparison for a handful of Kubota models there. You'll see here the backhoes are quite similar. It does look like there's a little bit more reach or extension there on the John Deere backhoe, but it doesn't translate to much with the backhoes down, as the information off of tractor data will actually tell you there's about 1 inch more reach on the John Deere than there is on the Kubota. Same thing with the digging depth. You have about 1 inch of an advantage on the John Deere. The front end loaders that you'll find here, this is similar to the LA243 model that's on most other Kubota subcompacts. You'll see the H120 loader here on the John Deere. Okay, so this loader is going to lift about 825 pounds to full height, which is about 71 inches. That's at the pin, or at the pivot point right here. Okay, over on the Kubota, you're going to lift around 750, 760 pounds. So not quite as much weight. Max height though is the same, about 71 inches, and that's at the pivot point here. So when at that point there, the further out you go, the less weight you're going to lift. So keep that in mind. One of the things I do not like about the standard Kubota loaders is that they are pinned on. The buckets are. There's no quick attach system here. It is an option to upgrade to a skid steer quick attach, but you're not going to find that on a whole lot of Kubota subcompacts. Over on the John Deere, you can see this is going to be standard on the H120 loader. It is a John Deere style quick attach, but you can quickly take this bucket off, put a set of pallet forks on, snow pusher, that kind of thing, and switch back and forth. Yep, take another look at another video I have as well of how to install and remove the H120 loader. It's very easy to do. You can do it all from the seat except for disconnecting the 4 quick couplers down there. Kubota also does have a quick park loader. You can see the built-in parking stand right here. You do have to hop off the seat, but it is an option there. You can take the loader off in 5 or 6 minutes. With a John Deere, you can do it in a couple minutes. Take a look at this open platform. It's one of the nicest things I like about the Kubota. You can see it's almost completely flat there, wide open except for the treadle pedal there. That's your reverse and that's your forward. Over here in the John Deere, it is a little bit more broken up. I do have a bit of a hump there, and it feels just a little bit more squished front to back here. So that's one of the things I like about the Kubota. Take a look at the seat here. It's a pretty thick, padded seat. Over here in the John Deere, if you're going to be in the station for a while, that can become quite important. Not as thick. It's a little bit thinner here. Pretty noticeable. You can see there on the Kubota. Both these seats do swivel. That's how you're going to turn around and get to the backhoe and operate it here. Take a look here at the ROPS, okay? The rollover protection system. It's fairly narrow here on the John Deere, but on the Kubota version, you can see how it juts out right here. Gives you about an extra foot or so of space, which is really nice to have when you're using the backhoe. Mower decks, you can get a 54 or a 60 on either one. This is going to be a 60-inch here on the Kubota, while this John Deere has a 54-inch. You'll notice this is a drive-over ramp. All the John Deere decks are going to be drive-over. That's a standard feature on there. That is not a standard feature on Kubota. There is an option out there to get a drive-over deck. It's an upgrade. You can also get auto connect on the John Deere, so that PTO shaft underneath connects itself, whereas on the Kubotas you need to reach underneath and get those splines line up and connect it on there. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this up. I want to show you how these operate at low idle, just the hydraulic response. You might find it interesting. I'm going to go ahead and raise the loader. Nothing's happening. Oh, there we go. At low idle, the hydraulic response of the Kubota is nearly non-existent. Let's go ahead and fire up the John Deere. We have to put this in neutral on John Deere. It's a safety feature. We're in low idle. It's nice to be able to operate at low idle once in a while. I'm not sure why there is almost no response on the hydraulic systems on Kubota. Maybe there's a reason. I'm not sure what it is. I can tell you though, one of the things I do like about the Kubota loaders is that they have a two-function valve system in there, meaning that you can raise and curl at the same time, or you can dump and lower at the same time. John Deere, you can't really do that. You got to pick what you want to do. You got to maybe raise it up and then curl it, or curl it and then raise it up, and vice versa. A few of the other things that you'll find on a 1025 versus the Kubota as standard equipment. You're going to have tilt steering, okay? So the steering wheel will adjust back and forth there. You'll also have a toolbox. And you're going to have fender mounted work lights, okay? One here, and you can see one right over there too, okay? And believe it or not, the price point of these two tractors is within a few $100 MSRP. Now your individual dealers may vary depending on discounts and trade-ins and different packages that you're putting together, but these two price points are very similar. That gap has been shrinking for a few years now. Something else interesting is that you'll find that this Kubota has plastic panels, resin panels, which a lot of Kubota owners say they despise. But this is a poly resin panel here. Okay, you can see the mold lines there. Same thing with the side panels here, and even these rear fenders here. I think that's a plus. It's proven to be very reliable, very robust on the John Deere. These are not integral to the structure of the tractor, but they can take a beating. They're not going to leave a dent. They're not going to rust. They're not holding the tractor together either. They're just there for cosmetics and used in areas that aren't going to take a lot of abuse typically. So anyways, hopes this gives you an idea. If you're in the market looking for a Kubota or a John Deere, Just some differences there. So you have a better idea of what to expect when you're shopping, what tractors come with what features standard, what options are available, and maybe how to get the best bang for your buck. So if you're in the market for a used tractor, make sure you check us out at goodworkstractors.com, and don't forget to subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.